Hello, everyone. This is the meeting regarding the English Master Study Program, EMSP, in the Faculty of Electrical Engineering. My name is Szymon Baczyński. I'm the head of music editorial and programming here at WUST's Radio Luz, and I hope you'll check what we've got for you on 91.6 FM. But today, I'm proud to be hosting the meeting that hopefully will answer all questions you might have regarding EMSP. So we'll try to dive into all the important facts that you should be get to know, and that should be useful for someone at least a bit interested in participating in this program and reaching the master degree on the FEE. So now I'd like to introduce to you our experts in the field, our today's guests who will share some most important information, their knowledge and experience regarding EMSP on the Faculty of Electrical Engineering. So first of all, of course, Dr. Justyna Herlander, Assistant Professor in Power System Control and Protection Division, International Programs Coordinator on the FEE, who graduated from English Master Study Program on EEF, which stands for Education Endowment Foundation, and also a graduate of double degree program in cooperation with University in Magdeburg. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for this invitation.
Then we have Dr. Vishnu Surish, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering Fundamentals, graduated from Control in Electrical Power Engineering, English Master Study Program at WUST.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here.
And last but not least, we have Ala Alzobi, the second year master student on the FEE. Hello. Oh, I think we can't hear you. Maybe your mic is off.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for this opportunity. Glad to be here.
Okay, hello. So, Dr. Herlander, we may start with you. So, I know you've prepared some additional presentation for this meeting. Would you please tell us something more about this program we are concerning today?
Okay, thank you very much. So let's start to know something more about our program. Okay, I hope you can see the presentation.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, so Faculty of Electrical Engineering offers a 4-semester master study program in electrical engineering addressed to all candidates with a bachelor diploma in electrical engineering or in a related fields. All lectures, seminars, and laboratories are taught in English, so it's fully English study program. And what is important, the program starts every year from the 1st of October, so from the beginning of the winter semester, and it is divided into 3 semesters full of different formats of classes, and then the 4th semester, I mean the final one with the preparation of master thesis. The summer internship, the 4 weeks, it's also the obligatory part of our study program. The aim of the study is just to prepare our students for a future work in the real international environment. And so we put a lot of efforts at making them able to apply the acquired knowledge and also qualifications in order to solve the problems or face the challenges of the labor market of these days. And after 1 semester of common study program, our students can choose one of 2 specializations which we prepared for them. The first one is named Control in Electrical Power Engineering, and this is specialization which is focused mainly on the challenging issue related to electric power system automation and control. So for all of the candidates who would like to in the future work in topics related to electric power system control or transmission, distribution of electrical engineering, or deal with the issues concerning electrical energy market, this is the specialization dedicated for them. The second option is renewable energy systems, and this program focused mainly on the new and still challenging issue of renewable energy sources, the technology integration to power network, including courses like energy storage systems, power quality assessment, or protection and control of the network with high share of distributed generation. And I think for the beginning, it's like the structure and the most important information about the program. So I think it's enough.
Of course, yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Helander. I think we'll dive a bit deeper later on, but let's start from the basics. So now a question to Vishnu, because you, as far as I know, are currently working at WUST. So this must mean that after completing your master's studies at FEE, you decided to continue your academic career at the same university. So would you like to tell us your story about the studies at WUST and what encouraged you to stay at WUST after graduation?
Yeah, of course. So there are numerous reasons why I decided to stay at the university. So the foremost important reason is that the research at our university, especially in our faculty, is quite strong. Even during my master's thesis, I had the opportunity to work with the dean and then another professor from our department. And I immediately got to see that we work on the latest topics of research, which are quite popular even in top universities across the world. And there are also a number of projects. So we have European Union funded projects, national funded projects, which tackle problems of the current times. It can be regarding e-mobility, it can be regarding renewable energy generation, about control, and that really got me interested. And another reason is the people. So here at the faculty, we have a lot of freedom to pursue whatever research interest that we want to go for. And finally, also, from what I've seen, there are a lot of scholarships and great opportunities for people who are interested in research. So put all of this together, I think it was a no-brainer for me to choose to continue in this university.
Yeah, wondering if it's going to be a no-brainer for more students in the future, maybe some of these who are watching our meeting right now. So then again, Dr. Helander, you mentioned about the 4-week industrial internship during the study. So how is it organized and what are the possibilities for students?
I think our students have a lot of possibilities. They can choose different companies, not only in Poland, but they can just go also abroad. They can use the financial support even from Erasmus Plus program and do this internship even in the international company. So in this point, maybe Vishnu can also just tell us something more, because I personally did my internship here in Poland, but that was the German company that was about the company which just built the wind farms in Poland. So that was still international environment, but maybe Vishnu can share some more information about also this internship for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was actually thanks to Justina that I went on 2 different Erasmus exchange programs. So one was the Erasmus internship that she was talking about. So this one I did with Professor Guerrero from Aalborg University. And I actually managed to do this for the entire year. And in fact, she was the one who helped me do it. The funding is quite enough, and it gives you the opportunity to, in fact, go to another country in Europe. So generally, we have these agreements with other universities from Europe. It is easier in this case, but when I went to Aalborg, we didn't specifically have such an arrangement, but still it was made possible. And quite recently, of course, now I'm a PhD, but still Erasmus offered the opportunity for me to go and create a research collaboration with the University of Palermo. So I guess Erasmus is a gift that keeps on giving, and that is something that all students and even in my opinion, researchers should take advantage of.
So then the internships abroad, they're also an option, yeah? As far as I understand.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, so maybe let's move on to Ala Al-Zoubi, our second year master student on the FEE, and get to know her perspective on all this. So what about you, Ala? How did you find the information about the EMSP program? And why did you decide to apply for these studies in your case?
There are lots of ways to find information about the universities and the programs in Poland. And good news that it can be found online fairly easily, starting from the university's websites, online tools like Study Finder, find scholarships, social platforms, and ending by talking with the university's ambassadors, which who are already studying in Poland and are able to share their experiences and answer all the questions and help to fill all the blank spaces. So after I decided about the topic of my master's degree, which is renewable energy systems, there's like a question rose up, where in the world should I study? Because finding the right university plays a big role in shaping our future. After that, I began looking for the universities that offer this program. And there was, which is Wrocław University of Science and Technology, was on the list of the top universities that offer this program. And by doing some straightforward research, I decided to apply for multiple reasons. First and foremost, the program content, because I found that this program covered the three areas of my specialist interest: renewable energy in power systems, management, law, regulations, policies, and also the opportunity to learn a new language. Furthermore, the teaching method with small groups, which allow the teacher to work closely with each student and on a specific learning objective, to reinforce skills learned and check for students' understanding by continuous or constant assessment for each of one, which and this method suited my preferences. Another maybe reason, the university highest ranking, and specifically the electrical engineering department, which is considered as one of the strongest department in this field, according to international rankings. And the contact of this university with the multiple and many educational and research institutions, which allow students, as my teachers here mentioned, to travel abroad and to join projects such as Erasmus, student exchange programs, and double degree master programs and summer schools. These are mainly the main reasons, and in addition, maybe linked to the industry, as Dr. Justina said, work with businesses and network with employers, which can increase the chances to land a graduate job in the future. So finally, the university offers well-being support to students and include counseling provisions, mental health support, disability support, or at some cases, personal tutor system. And all of these factors give me like the confidence to make this decision. And really, I'm glad to make it after 2 years at the University of Wrocław.
Super nice. Thank you, Ala, for your very fruitful answer. And I know you mentioned the small groups as one of these good parts of this program. So maybe I'd like to ask you about your colleagues a few more questions. So how big exactly were these groups, your studies, but also how many students are with you in your specialization, and if the group is really international?
Yeah, it depends on the class. We have laboratory groups with small groups from 5 to 10 students. And this provides like an opportunity to form close relationships with other students and engage, collaborate, and complete projects and assignments. And some classes we have more than 15 students. But as my program, which is electrical engineering power system, there are 9 full-time students from 4 continents. We have people from Asia, from Africa, from North America, and Europe. And yeah, it is an international group that is becoming more diverse because exchange students join the classes. And in my opinion, innovation and diversity go hand in hand. And to take this advantage of the diversity that offer to all of us, my teachers are always emphasizing on there is no way to arrive to an innovative idea without first attempting ideas that do not work and being capable about providing permission to fail, promoting a safe environment for all of you students to make decisions and also to make mistakes. So this opportunity will make the diverse and international context in the education environment very, very fruitful and very good for all of the students who contribute in these classes.
Okay, Ala, thank you very much. This must also be an advantage, as you said before. So maybe Dr. Justina, you'd like to add something about the this part we are just concerning right now?
Yeah. To this point, I would like to add that to make our studies more international, we also invite the teaching staff from our partner universities from Germany just to provide the lectures for our students. Currently, we've got 2 such courses, namely renewable energy sources and energy storage systems, which are provided by our German colleagues.
All right, so then another question to Ala. What is your impression about the studies organization on the FEE? You might said a bit about it before, but did you have any problems with the administration process or maybe during the contact with the Dean's office so far?
Honestly, the electrical engineering study organization improved our learning environment as international students by providing effective classroom instructions and academic advising, counseling, as I said before, continuous development through assessment, applied research, and scholarly activities. Classes are held on a regular basis throughout the semester. Course content is covered and a course syllabus is provided for each class taught, and the student support hours, and also an academic program coordinator who is academically qualified is assigned to our program for assistant and advising. And we have Dr. Justina Herlander here today. My interactions with the Dean's office have been positive. The staff is always friendly and supportive, and they assess my needs and response to any question or concern in a timely and effective manner. I've never had an unanswered questions or ignored inquiry. Maybe at the first steps of the admission process, I noticed that responses took longer time than usual, but maybe I guess because of the large number of applications and inquiries regarding these topics. But really after that, I never had any problem with the responses or feedback about any topic I want to make an inquiry about with the Dean office.
Okay, thank you for this. Then maybe also about the EMSP and Dr. Justina Herlander and your experiences. We know that you've graduated from EMSP as well. So moreover, you have completed your studies in Germany. So maybe you'd like to tell us how this was possible, because I guess this is very much an attached topic to what we're concerning today.
Okay, so our English Master Study Program students can benefit also from double degree programs. This is the option, this proposal is directed for the limited number of the best applicants. And depending on the specialization which our students choose, they can go also for some 1 or 2 or 3 semesters abroad just to study in one of our partner universities. Currently, we've got 4 different double degree programs which are offered for our students. And what is important in this things that this program requires a parallel admission process performed simultaneously at both universities. Therefore, the list of the required documents and also the way how to proceed with the admission process is done very individually for each university. So students have to follow the requirements of both universities separately in the same time. But after the final acceptance and after completion of, let's say, study courses, the students can obtain 2 Master of Science degree, one from each university. And what is also important, the structure of this double degree program is very different. So I would like to show you in a very brief way how it looks for our different programs. So hopefully you can see the slides.
Yeah, we can see it clearly. Yeah.
Okay, so the first option, it's dedicated for the specialization control in electrical power engineering. So for the students of this specialization, and this is run together with Brandenburg University of Technology in Germany, in Cottbus. And in this case, students spend the first year of studies, so the first 2 semesters in Germany, and then they move to Wrocław just to fulfill the requirements of the 3rd semester, and then writing the master thesis during the 4th semester. The second option is also with the German university and is also dedicated for the same specialization, so control in electrical power engineering. This is the Technical University of Aachen, one of the best technical university in Europe. And here the study structure is a little bit different. So the first 2 semesters are full of different forms of classes. And then the 3rd semester is the semester internship semester. The internship lasts 18 weeks, and it can be done either in Germany or in Poland, but students can still choose a different company across the European Union countries. It's also the possibility. And after this 3 semesters, students move to Wrocław just to complete master thesis, and the final defense is also at our university. The 3rd option, it's our most flexible double degree programs together with University of Palermo in Italy. And this is the most flexible because all of the students of this English Master Study program can attend them. And also the structure of the studies can be different, and because of the individual study plan for each student, so they can spend the first year in Poland, there just move to Italy, or it can be done in the opposite way, so it is still possible. And the last option, it's dedicated for the students of renewable energy systems, and this double degree program is run together with Otto von Guericke University in Magdeburg, also in Germany. And the study program in this case, it's completely different, I can say, because students start the 1st and the 2nd semester in Poland, and they, after completing all of the courses at our university, they move to Magdeburg, and they spend there also 1 year, and they are obliged to write the master thesis, and the final defense also takes place in Germany. So that was the brief explanation, I think, about our main rules about this double degree programs and the structure, how it looks like. But what is also important, and I would like to add that our students who would like to attend the double degree programs can also benefit, so can obtain this financial support from Erasmus Plus program. So this is also the big advantage, just to have this extra money for studies abroad. So There are so separate programs, so that can be done, let's say, 2 in one time. So you can be double degree student and also the Erasmus student in a partner university.
All right, so I think it's not as complicated as some people may think about how all the programs are built. What's the step-by-step rule to complete them? Then maybe a question to Vishnu, and also it's specifically about our topic being related to the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and the Master Study Program in this faculty. So currently, one of the major challenges for engineers worldwide is to ensure secure, clean, and efficient electrical energy. So is this study program dedicated to solve the problem concerning that important area?
Of course. I mean, anything we do on renewable energy and also on control and automation of power systems, I mean, it is dedicated to, let's say, the Sustainable Development Goal number 7 from the UN. So it is dedicated to clean and affordable energy. So we look at not only clean sources of energy, but also energy efficient ways of transporting them and storing them. And also we look at, electromobility. So we are also going into cleaner and more efficient transportation. So yeah, I would say that these studies contribute heavily towards those political and social goals for a cleaner and better environment.
Okay, thank you, Vishnu, for clearing it up. Then back to Ala. I'd like to ask about your feeling concerning the city of Wrocław. So we switched the topic smoothly. Is our city a student-friendly place in your case for international students? What are your experiences? Would you tell us?
Yeah, there is like no doubt that Wrocław is a student city. There are many of the students, youthful energy, and there are many great ideas when you have like this amount of exchange minds in one city like Wrocław. And there is a lot more fun to be had, especially with the 5 different university institutions. And this a significant percentage of the wide range of available courses in English and Polish and other languages, and cooperation with many universities within and outside the European Union, as well as international learning programs such as Erasmus, which gives the foreigners the opportunity to study in such a wonderful city. And this opportunity to study in the capital of European capital of culture, Wrocław, makes the city so appealing to international students, and that makes a lot of students start to flock to Wrocław. I also always called it Wrocław, which is Wrocław, because of the high quality of life offered by the city. And I have a lot of friends who choose to settle in Wrocław permanently. And it requires to mention that the unique geographic location of Wrocław in and around the Odra River, it gave this magic to this city. And exploring maybe the city islands and the bridges on foot is rewarding, with each island having its own atmosphere and housing various points of interest, such as playgrounds, board walks, historical buildings, and many, many more. Besides, also, the city is home of dozens of top quality art galleries and museums, such as the National Museum and the Hydropolis Interactive Water Center, Fordham Pavilion, Contemporary Art, and the Opera, which is beside my apartment, and no less than 12 active theaters. And this all together demonstrate that there is truly something for everyone in Wrocław. So really, I encourage all people to come, even for tourists or education or any other goals, to enjoy the city.
Thank you very much, Ala. It was great to have you also, that you tuned into our meeting to tell about your perspective. It's always nice to hear about the experiences from international students coming to Wrocław and how they like the living here. But we're slowly coming to an end. So maybe if I could ask a favor, Dr. Justyna Herlander, about the last part of our presentation. So if you could please show us here. Thank you very much. So this part is my duty to tell a bit more about what you can see on the screen. So number one of the admission requirements is the English language, of course. So the foreign prospective student applying for studying English should be a holder of a language certificate, which will confirm the knowledge of English equivalent to minimum 6.5 points in our IELTS general, or 5.5 points IELTS academic, and minimum 87 points in TOEFL, and or be a holder of the certificate from the university stating that the completed studies were conducted in English. The other option is to take an exam in English at WSTs via Skype. So the grade obtained on this exam should show the knowledge of the English language at the level of at least B2. So this is I guess the main part for the foreign prospective students. The level should be at least at B2, and then a registration for the exam takes place in the IRC system during the recruitment. And we can see on the screen that for candidates with the bachelor degree diploma from EU and non-EU countries is, like I said, in this part of our presentation. Then the linguistic demands. Also, you can see the past English at the B2 level, so minimum score 4 as your mark at this exam. So then we move on to tuition fees, which is also a bold part that for home and EU candidates it's free of charge, but for non-EU candidates it's €2,000 per semester. Then the most important deadlines are, most of all, we'd like to invite you to see the web page for the recruitment. The main one at rekrutacja.pwr.edu.pl. Then you have a bold big page with all the deadlines. I think the current deadline, the most important one, is the 8th of July. From what I've checked. If I'm wrong, maybe Dr. Herlander, you might tell us an exact date. This one is for your admission. And then the admission procedures for full-time students are defined by admission office in cooperation with the WUST's international office. And we have the most important links. I guess the first one is the main for the whole WUST. Then the second one is dedicated to the international students. And the last one you can see is from our Faculty of Electrical Engineering. And also there's a lot of information for the candidates that you may still have some questions that we didn't answer in this meeting. You might find in those free links. So if there's anything that you'd like to add, all of our guests, maybe this is the best time before we come to an end of this meeting.
Okay, so I can add to this point, then I can strongly recommend you to join our English Master Study Program. And I hope after our discussion you can know something more about our program, and just really see that it's really worth just to be a part of our master studies. And just coming back to the deadlines for this year, I think that's in the middle of July as every year. So this is the most important information, that the system is normally open every year, let's say in the mid of May, and then it lasts 2 months just to close the admission admission system. So this should be every year, just checking very precisely on the website, because we have different deadlines every year.
All right,
And
thank you very much. Yeah, and this
yeah,
is
and
one more.
if you have any questions just concerning our study program, so you can contact either our admission office, our university admission office, or just contact directly our faculty team, which is dedicated for this English Master Study Program.
Then maybe for the proper goodbye, I'd like to introduce our participants once again. So first of all, Dr. Justyna Herlander, Assistant Professor in Power System Control and Protection Division, International Programs Coordinator on the FEE. Thank you very much, Dr. Justyna, for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Then Dr. Vishnu Suresh, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering Fundamentals, graduated from Control in Electrical Power Engineering, the English Master Study Program at WST. Thank you very much, Dr. Vishnu, for joining us, sharing your experience and your knowledge.
Thanks for having me, and see you also.
And last but not least, Ala Al-Zobi, the second-year master student on the FEE. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Also, my name is Szymon Baczyński. I had a great pleasure of hosting today's meeting, and hope you're gonna get there very soon.